And we've been cracking.
Mark.
I have to do. Well, sorry about that, folks. For some reason, we didn't have audio. Anyway, we were talking about Smurpeggio.
That's right, our favorite Umineko character.
Yeah, we made so many good jokes that none of you will ever get to hear, and that we've been laugh at privately and increase the value of the joke as a result.
Damn it, I'm so sad. Oh, wow.
Run is on automatically. That's cool. Interesting.
They call that a quality of life feature.
That's right. You don't have to hold down a button like an animal.
This looks so good.
It looks really like the old game, right? With like I don't even know, like the very hard like shading and stuff, like the weird, I guess like tilt shifted kind of look that makes it look the way the old game did.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah, also this like, because it's got the isometric perspective, it's got like the weird 90s lighting that you just have on 90s CGI.
Yeah.
But also like they were like, no, we're not going to make the color scheme like look better. It's going to look like the SNES game. It's going to be like super maximalist and like hyper saturated for everything.
I love awesome.
It's
great.
So I love that there's just a void here, like in the SNES game.
Yeah,
there's a little void over
they didn't
here.
Fill it out because it's a isometric.
Yeah.
I want this game to become wildly successful. Like I want it to sell like 50 million copies and like blow Breath of the Wild out of the water.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, Tears of the Kingdom out of the water, so that everybody will just make isometric JRPGs again.
Isometrics.
Honestly, I feel like the extraordinary success of things like Disco Elysium and Baldur's Gate is at least like turning the window back towards isometric RPGs in general. And frankly, I would not be shocked if at some point we got a Japanese RPG that is in the style of a Western CRPG in that way, and not like an indie thing.
That would make me so happy.
I also love isometric RPGs.
It just looks so good, right? Like, I still don't understand, and I guess because other people didn't hear it because we weren't streaming yet. I sound terrible. Sorry, I'm still coming off of COVID.
Could they come to life?
But like, I just feel like making a new isometric Fallout would be such an easy W for like everybody involved, right? Like, it would make Bethesda look good, and it would make Microsoft look good. Like, that's an easy money, you know? That's easy money, but nobody they haven't done it. I'm like, come on, you gotta do that.
It would be just like, if you don't want to do a normal isometric RPG, fine.
Look at him, he's got a little crying sprite.
but you can at least make my dream game of a Fallout that is an isometric action game a la Hades. You can do that.
Yes, God, I would love that.
Like, make a twin-stick shooter.
It doesn't have to be a roguelike, right? Or a roguelite. But if it was just like an isometric twin stick or just like action game, like that's cheap heat, right?
Yeah, like you could do it like Helldivers or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Or Diablo, but with, you know, actual like fun button pressing.
Yeah.
With button pressing that I enjoy instead of button pressing I don't like.
I can't believe there's just like cutscenes now.
There's just
There's
cutscenes.
just like cutscenes.
They're like, well, we got a little bit of money, but we're still gonna make it look like a 90s cutscene, which I love.
And then every like Mario RPG exclusive character looks exactly the fucking same. It's perfect. No notes.
That sword literally looks like they just found the raw geometry that they used in the original model from the 90s and just ran it through an upscaler.
Yep, exactly.
Absolutely.
Like they just press the button that increases, that like smooths out and increases the tri-count once, and they're like, "All right, we're good.
We don't need any more. Nothing else."
Yeah.
Also, I'm so glad they kept the line "Funga" foiled again.
Funga. Look at the little house. It's so perfect.
I love Mario's little shed that he lives in.
It's so cute.
I like whenever they give Mario a house, because like you think plumber and you think like a guy who's like gonna be living in the city somewhere in like an apartment or in like just a normal house, but he lives in a shack out in the sticks.
It's cute. He's living the dream.
Also, you can jump on every bed in Mario RPG.
He's the most famous and accomplished guy in the whole kingdom. And he's just like, yeah, I have this little like wooden cottage that's like made out of duct tape and prayer.
Yeah.
I make a hell of a Stromboli in there when the mood takes me.
Excuse me.
Hey Mario, you forgot to get the princess. You gotta go get her.
You also have to do that, Mario.
Oh, that's nice.
Save blocks.
Like, you have the save blocks, but also like, yeah, by the way, you'll do an autosave whenever you change screens, which is quality of life.
It's quality of life. It's very funny to do, like, the whole, like, how do you even say it? Like, it's very funny to do this remake and then compare to, like, what the original was, right? And be like, we have auto-saving now, and there's auto-run, and all these other little things. So it's like, oh, right. We used to live like animals.
Yeah.
We used to put up with a lot of horse talking.
If your game froze, fuck you.
Yeah, go to hell, reset it, and reload, however many hours it's been, right?
They shame you with Resetti in Animal Crossing, even.
They do!
And, like, they don't understand. I live in Florida. I live in Florida at a time when we actually got lots of hurricanes.
Yeah!
And, like, my power would just go out. And, like, I don't have any control over that. I didn't want to lose the last 45 minutes I spent doing chores for little freaks.
I don't want to get yelled at by Rossetti. That's just rude.
No, he's a scary New Yorker. I have enough of them in my blood family as is.
Exactly. Listen.
I have an uncle who is like identical to Rossetti insofar as he's a New Yorker with no chin who only knows how to talk at 80 decibels.
That's right. Oh god. I used to just do it to make him mad. I used to just reset my Animal Crossing just to get yelled at.
At a certain point, I think in like one of the more recent games, it would get to a point where he'd have different dialogue the more you did it, and eventually he'd just get really depressed.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like, I used to do it all the time because I thought it was really funny, and it's like, I want to see what he has to say. Yeah.
Oh, Mario's pantomiming is so good.
My house?
The bridge to Bowser's Keep is out. Just wonderful.
Oh, you're like, hold on, I'm gonna go to Bowser's Keep, and this guy's like, cool, I'm gonna help myself to your pudding cups and stuff.
You just come.
You got
You in my house.
You got any Pepsis here? No. Okay. Can I use your Uber Eats to get a guy to deliver me some Pepsis? Yeah, your Uber Eats. You're cool with that, right?
That's okay, right?
Toad's like, before you go, Mario, what's your Wi-Fi password?
Mario, I can log into your FF14 account, right?
You're okay with that, right?
Hey Mario, I bought a movie on Amazon for you.
No, I didn't rent it. I bought it. It was $20, but you're welcome.
Mario, you bought the movie on Amazon.
It was the Barbie movie. You're welcome.
It's Barbie.
You know what? I do know about timed hits. Oh, sorry, action commands.
Well, they're timed hits.
Yeah, they're timed hits.
Watch out, he knows about action commands. He's gonna punch your lights out, Goomba runs away.
Goomba's like, I understand. Thank you very much. Goodbye, sir.
Have a nice day. Understandable. Have a nice day.
The thing I haven't played Mario RPG in 20 years, right? My muscle memory for the timed hits would be flawless, and it's gonna fuck me up playing this game. Having to relearn new timing. Even with like the little exclamation point.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Like that's not when you press it. It's way earlier or way later in the SNES game.
See, that's funny because it's like, I guess because it was like load time stuff back in the day, right?
Well, it's also because
you
like
had to process something.
We're going from sprites to animation.
Oh yeah,
so like
that's
there's
true.
like a whole set of different things that go into it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, Super Mario RPG battle theme is so good.
It's so
Yoko
good.
Shimomura just crushing it like she always does.
It's so crazy that it's Yoko Shimomura, right?
The thing that blows my mind, like this doesn't surprise me because like if you ever like played a Kingdom Hearts game, you'd be like, this sounds like Mario RPG. But like the one that fucks me up the most is that she did Street Fighter.
Yeah, she did Street Fighter.
Ryu's theme is her.
Like, it's so crazy. And like, nobody knew for years and years because Capcom wouldn't let people fucking put their names on things, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, yeah, which is insane, by the way. Like, the way old video games, but like, it wasn't like that just in Japan either. It was also like that in the United States. Like US developers also had to like hide their name. Like, that's what like early Easter eggs were, right?
Yeah, like the whole thing with Adventure.
Yeah.
Its big Easter egg was the credits.
Yeah, just to like just find the names of the people who made it, which is crazy.
I wonder when that changed.
Ah, that's a good question.
Like what the specific turning point on crediting was.
That's a good question, actually. I wonder if that's a Googleable thing.
Is it an NES thing? Like, is it like a Nintendo requirement? You think? 'Cause I know a lot of NES games had credits.
Yeah.
You know what? Since I have just played Mario Brothers 3, I don't remember there being credits in that.
The original Mega Man has credits.
Yeah.
You know?
Google says the first one is an Intellivision game in '86. Super Pro Football and Tower of Doom.
Oh.
But I wonder, like, when it became more common, right? Because, like, the first game and the game that made it normal are different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, someone's saying King's Quest from '84 had rolling credits.
That makes sense a lot because King's Quest is Don Bluth, and of course Don Bluth is like, he's a movie guy, right? So he wants his name, like, he's like, no, we're doing credits. What the fuck are you talking about, right?
Yeah, it seems like it's mostly a thing that like Atari and some other companies didn't permit credits, but then once they stopped being as prominent and other companies were doing credits, it became expected that you would do credits.
That's nice. But for a little while, we lived in a truly deranged time.
You just got ambushed by that
That
Goomba.
Goomba! That Goomba just fucking...
He tricked me.
so rude. He lured you with
He put
promises of treasure.
He put a $5 bill under a cardboard box with a stick, and you fell for it.
Mario just went
Listen.
right into it.
Wouldn't you?
I would.
I would. I would get tricked by a
Tricked by a
$5
Goomba.
bill.
I was
By a
complaining.
Goomba.
I was complaining about it on private Twitter with regards to Unforgivable Limbus Company, but they put out like a new ID for Don Quixote, my beloved, which is like Big Naturals Rebecca tattoos, and I'm like, this is targeted Saturn content. It is a $5 bill under a cardboard box, but I have to be brave and not
You gotta be
reinstall.
brave.
I have to be brave.
strong.
And it's just it's so painful. It
I know,
hurts
life
me.
is so hard, and there's
What I'm saying, I almost got ambushed by that Goomba, but
That's right,
I
that
was
Goomba
able
almost
to
got you.
maintain my composure.
Wouldn't that be fucked up to get got by a Goomba?
that is my experience with playing Limbus Company. Is I enjoyed it for a couple of months, and then I got by a Goomba.
And then a Goomba
You did get Goomba'd.
And that Goomba's name was Kim Ji Hoon.
No!
Also, I just gotta appreciate this boss battle theme for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
God, listen to it!
It's good.
It's so fucking good!
It fucks is the thing.
Some RPG's music is like I've heard a lot of it outside of the context of the game. It's just like, oh man.
Oh, it's so good, right?
It's so funny when you compare it to Paper Mario, especially, but to a lesser extent, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door has like one or two good tracks, and a lot of them are otherwise forgettable. That Paper Mario 1 soundtrack is just bad.
It's not good. Like it does suffer a lot.
The original Paper Mario soundtrack is like, people give credit to Splatoon for inventing penis music. And then people who are smarter than that say, no, it's actually Twilight Princess, because the guy who composed for Splatoon did the Twilight Princess soundtrack
Twilight
first. And that
Princess
game
does have a lot of penis music. It's true.
Yeah, that game's full of penis music.
Yeah.
But
But it does have Midna's theme, so like
Yeah.
those people forget that Paper Mario exists. That
Yeah.
game is capital P-ness music.
Penis music. Yeah.
if you ever are feeling bad about yourself, just go listen to the Paper Mario soundtrack.
I don't know. I can make a better soundtrack than this.
Oh yeah, that's like the best thing about being a graphic designer is how often like you'll sometimes get hit with the old imposter syndrome, which is like, man, am I really that good? And then you'll look at literally anything on the internet and you're like, never mind, I'm fine.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, you're
People
totally
got
fine.
paid. People got paid to make so many things in the world, folks.
I think about that because like I've mentioned before, but like my job is making online medical course things where it's like I largely have to teach myself the content and then make it and then run it by my direct report, who's like an actual like a doctor or RN or whatever, to like get it cleared to make sure I'm not saying anything completely wrong. And while I constantly do feel like a fraud, I occasionally do look at other online courses for literally anything else and go like, wow, people who are stupider than me have made online courses for shit they did not
Oh,
bother
yeah.
to learn whatsoever.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. The fact that you are making an attempt to learn at all is admirable, considering some people probably just like Google things and then slap it together, right?
Yeah.
I remember when I was getting my driver's license, or something related to that, I had to do some course that was like an online driver education course, right? Because it was going to help me in some way or be good for my insurance or whatever. And like, you could tell that the person who had been responsible for creating that did not once like read through anything they had wrote to make sure it sounded good or was clearly legible at all.
Oh, that's cute. You get yelled at for jumping on the shelves. That's fun.
That's adorable.
But yeah, no, people are. I mean, there are a lot of unqualified fools out there in the world.
Oh, they give you the signal ring right away. That's really nice, actually.
What's the signal ring? I've never played this game before.
It tells you if there is a hidden treasure chest in the
nice.
map,
Okay.
like the current map that you're in.
Okay.
Yeah, there are. I think there's 2 of them in here. Because I know they kept the one hidden treasure chest in the game that you can only get once.
Oh, that's funny.
Because there's only one opportunity for you to get it. No, there's something interesting about the Toad designs in this, and I don't know if I like it or not. Do you notice this guy has hair?
Oh yeah, it's like they're wearing little hats instead.
I don't know how I feel about the idea of there being hair underneath the cap.
Oh look, that one's an OG Toadette.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
but Toadette's pigtails come out of her cap.
Well, yeah, the new current Toadette is the redesign.
Yeah. Very strange.
So speaking of hidden treasure chests, this is a good time to talk about this while I wait for my pizza to get here. Do you guys know about the extremely powerful spear in Final Fantasy XII?
Oh yeah, the one that like one of the most difficult items to get ever. Shit! Fuck! I fucked it up.
I don't remember, only because my experience with FF12 is that I watched a playthrough of it when I I don't know, 10 plus years ago, and I never actually played it myself.
Okay, so the Zodiac Spear, right?
Mhm.
Oh, they changed it. Okay, damn it. Well, in the original Final Fantasy XII on the PS2, the Zodiac Spear is like the best spear in the game, right? And it is extremely difficult to get because you have to get like the way FF12 works is it doesn't necessarily have a crafting system, but like you sell certain trash to vendors and it unlocks that weapon to be purchased. So it's kind of a crafting system. It's like baby's first crafting system.
I see.
There we are.
And the way to get some of those pieces to sell for the Zodiac Spear is that you couldn't open certain chests, or those pieces would not spawn in the world anymore later on in the game.
That's
But
insane.
Mhm.
But the game didn't tell you that.
Oh, of course not. Why would the game tell you that?
The game would not tell you this, so you would go through FF12 just opening treasure chests willy-nilly, and you literally would just lock yourself out of getting the best spear in the game.
Mhm.
So, fortunately, nobody, you never need the best weapon in any Final Fantasy game, right?
Right.
Like, that's how that works. But, and also, the other thing is that if you wanted, nobody could use a spear in Final Fantasy 12, right? Like, that's also how 12 worked. But it is still extremely funny to me that you could just, that it was just like, nope, if you were just fucking around and opened a treasure chest, go to hell, enjoy your second playthrough. And Final Fantasy 12 didn't used to have a New Game Plus because, that's how Square Enix games were
Yep.
for years and years.
God.
I love the pantomiming. It's so good.
The only thing I really remember about FF12, aside from the surface level stuff, is there being a secret boss who had 14 billion HP or whatever.
Yeah, it literally took an actual 24 hours to defeat. Yeah, and the only reason that worked is because of the way Final Fantasy XII's battle system is, which is
you can fast forward it and whatever.
No, because you could
couldn't.
program it. The deal is that FF12 had the Gambit system, which is basically a shit ton of if-then statements that you could give your entire party. So, say, if someone is under 60% HP, then cast Cure 3, right?
The idea of FF12 is to actually play as little FF12 as possible.
That's correct.
See, the thing is, as much as I'm a person where oh man, fuck original Persona 3 and not being able to control your cast really at all, except for giving them vague tactical whatevers, if you had Gambit system in Persona 3, I would think that's the only correct way to play that game.
Absolutely.
I actually really like Gambits. Yeah, like I think the Gambit system is really fun, and they never brought it back because, of course, they didn't. And like I just think that's a really fun way if you're gonna, because FF12 also has the thing that FF7 Remake does, where you have AI controlled companions, but you can swap to them at any time. And so like, I think if you're gonna do that, like the way the 7 Remake does, it should just come with a Gambit system, so that when you're not in direct control, you still have some input on how they're functioning, right?
Right, because you don't necessarily want to actually be switching from character to character when, like, oh, I have this character set as a healer, I really just want them to do their basic damage stuff and then blow MP on healing at certain thresholds. I can automate that. I don't want to have to switch to that character.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is. There are so many commands.
There are literally just so many that you can really streamline it out, and it's kind of fun. It kind of turns it all into like a weird tactical game. Which makes sense because it's set in the Final Fantasy Tactics world.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh, this is cute.
Look at him!
Oh my god. I just like how everything kind of looks like claymation now.
Yeah!
It's such a good style.
The only way it could be better is if everything was animated in like 5 frames a second.
Yeah, absolutely. To be like actual claymation, yeah.
One of the producers of the game did make a little claymation Mallow. It's super cute.
Oh, that sounds cute.
Oh no, that reptile stole my grandpa's coin.
Normal thing. Boo! Oh my god, look at it.
These are the cutest the toads have ever looked. When Mallow cries, it rains.
Oh, I see.
The little emo boy.
Look at that little baby. He's just a little guy.
You're soaking wet, aren't you?
Oh my god, speaking of claymation, did we watch the trailer for Pokemon Concierge?
I didn't actually watch the trailer yet.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I saw like a little snippet of it here.
Oh my god.
I haven't actually watched the full trailer yet.
I try not to get excited just for like Pokemon shit because I don't really care. However, I am susceptible to cute stop motion animation in Pokemon.
By the way,
so unfortunately I have. Oh, I see. So unfortunately, I have watched that trailer approximately 6 times now.
I do
Understandable.
love stop motion.
It looks really cute. Is the thing. It's a huge problem.
Remember,
stop motion. Dun, dun.
Remember,
savior of the universe. I don't believe that for a second.
Mallow doesn't look like a frog.
Well, he's a frog. Yeah, he doesn't look like a frog, but he is a frog. Remember that. Well, it's important for later.
They maybe should have made him look like a frog.
Why doesn't he look like a frog? Why does he look like a cloud?
Well, he's a frog. I don't know what to tell you. He's definitely 100% a frog.
Yeah, okay. I see. Look, that doesn't look like a frog to me, buddy.
It looks optimistically that's cauliflower.
Yeah, he's a cloud. Then when he cries, it rains. That's a cloud boy. That's a little sad cloud boy, okay?
I don't know what to tell you. He's a frog. Oh, by the way, this move, Thought Peak, used to be called Psychopath. They changed that name.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There are a few names that are different.
I see.
Can I get your Game Boy yet?
You gonna try and take this Game Boy from this kid?
I think I have to do something else first.
Oh, okay.
He'll sell you the Game Boy later on in the game once he beats it. Oh, do they have the line? Did they keep the line?
Which line?
You'll see. He just zoom fast. Did you see him? It looks something like this. Why didn't you stop him? Yeah! Because I forgot my bazooka at home.
Because I forgot my bazooka at home. That's good.
You smugs. Oh, there's another little Easter egg in here. Let me see if
Mark.
this one's still in the game. Hold on. Let me get it. Yes.
Cute.
Yeah.
And then
That's fun.
Mario gets dizzy.
Ben, I don't remember when you played Snake Eater. Did you do the thing where you spin Snake around in the menu?
I did not have a reason to make Snake vomit, so I did not get to do that. I knew it existed, but I didn't get a chance to do it.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. We never told you about the insane Easter egg in that you wouldn't get a chance to do. So, you know the bit when you're going up the mountain, right? In MGS3.
Yeah.
So there's like guards up there.
Yeah.
If you like kill one, like you just actually kill one, there's vultures around, and if you wait a while, vultures will fly down and start eating them, right?
Right.
If you then kill or tranquilize and capture the vulture, you can eat the vulture,
Okay.
which has just been eating the person. Later, when you do the sorrow fight, as you go through, you will encounter a soldier who is being pecked at by a vulture who screams at you, "You ate me!"
Oh, that's awesome! I did not know about that.
That's great.
That owns. Okay.
It is my favorite thing from that kind of video game. Where it's like, here's a scripted sequence that you are only going to encounter if you're like trying to push the
insane.
game to its absolute limit.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
I love that
fun.
It's like I said, it's that Hideo Kojima thing of you trying to do something and the game will either be like, "Hey, good job, you figured out my secret," or "You dumb motherfucker that you thought this would work. Fuck you
stupid
stupid
idiot."
asshole."
Well,
Yeah.
he has the great thing of like, okay, he makes a simulation game that's very compatible with like emergent gameplay, but in the process of testing that emergent gameplay, he'll go, "Oh, that's a fun thing you can do. I'm gonna have a scripted thing for it for if someone figures out to do it." And it's like,
Right.
oh, it's so fun. It's so fun. I love when just seeing that little bit where you jumped on the running toad and then jumped off and just spun around and fell over just made me think of that.
Yeah. No, the Mario RPG is full of little things like that too. It's
Little
great.
fun, quirky things. Yeah.
Yeah, little like, "Oh hey, you did a little thingy, and now the game rewards you for it by giving you a little funny thing that Mario does."
I love that.
This looks exactly like screenshots of the game from way back when.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's really
it's amazing.
It's really crazy.
Like because one of the big fears of like when modern Nintendo remakes a game is that like, well, you've seen like the difference between the Toads and like Thousand Year Door and like Color Splash.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, they're just toads now. Like that was the big fear. Is like, oh, they're gonna shave off all the edges of all the weird square soft designs.
Right. Yeah, they're gonna take
Yeah.
away all of its like its scrungliness.
But no,
Now there are-
they kept everything.
Now there are bits of scrungliness you could probably remove from Thousand Year Door because it's an int-sys game,
Right.
but like you shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't. Like, look at these little weird wolf guys.
Yeah, these Pokemon.
They're just little Pokemans. Look at them. And
They're called
flashing
canines.
eyes.
They're like
love
robots.
them. Oh yeah, they are like little robot dogs. I
It
like
seems
the
like-
the weird piranha plant looking guy with
Yeah,
arms though.
The spikies, yeah. Those
Yeah.
are. So
Those
I
are
don't know.
Kirby enemies.
I don't know if this
No.
is true or not, but it feels like
Uh-huh.
Squaresoft, because it was Squaresoft back in the day,
Right.
didn't really know what Mario's whole deal was.
Yeah, that
so
makes sense.
So it just kind of winged it sometimes. Like these spikies are, I would assume, supposed to be like the quadrupedal spikies that Lakitus throw out.
Right.
But they turned them into these little weird like knight helmet guys.
Yeah.
And like that weird big lizard guy in the back. There's no Mario enemy that looks anything like this.
No, yeah, it's really funny. Like Square Enix was just kind of they were just kind of doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel like what happened is that Square Enix made the game and then Nintendo was like, "So how's it turn out?" And then Square Enix is like, "Look at all these cool things they're made." It's like, "Oh no, this game's too far along to change anything." Shit.
I feel like that would be true now, which is why I'm surprised
That's
to see
true.
so many of these designs intact. Because like one of the things that we see with like the difference in eras is like you have a lot of weird shit in the Mario and Luigi RPGs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when they did
Right.
those remakes recently, there was a bunch of instances where they literally replaced original designs in Mario and Luigi stuff with more generic brand-friendly designs from later in the series.
Yeah, and that was
true.
the big fear about this game is they're like, oh, they're gonna clean it up.
Yeah, I'm really shocked that this game is as apparently faithful as it is.
Yeah. And
Same here.
Look at his dance.
Look at his little shuffle. He's doing his little Mario shuffle. He's doing the Mario.
Yeah, he's doing the Mario. He's swinging his arms from side to side.
Oh, I came in just in time.
Welcome, Alex.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello to Oda.
Hello to Oda.
Let's do a Toad Assist. Let's see what this is all about.
Hello!
Yeah, well, I'm too scratchy for that.
Ironically, you're too scratchy to do that.
Do you like this anime, Mario?
It's so cute though.
Mamma mia, I heard they did a follow-up where the girl is like 30 now. That shit's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
Look at little pogging Molo.
He's just pogging, you know?
He's pogging and hogging.
He got pog.
Remember,
Listen, who amongst us doesn't want to pog sometimes?
That was nostalgic. The frame rate dropping right as he cast his fucking lightning
Yeah.
style, just like the SNES game.
I wanna pog with somebody. Wanna go on a jog with somebody.
I'm pretty
wanna
sure I'm
pet
not a frog with somebody.
no,
I
Mallow.
want to pet a dog with somebody.
No, Mallow is a frog.
He's not.
Let's go make a house in the bog with somebody.
He's just a regular frog. There's nothing strange about him. He's just a frog.
Why are you telling us lies?
Because he's a frog. He said so.
Uh-huh.
Remember,
Untrustworthy.
If he's a frog, does that mean Oreo's gonna kill and eat him?
Yes, she is. Oreo-san is going to eat that frog.
I love that bit.
Recycled that entire bit from Final Fantasy IX when V was just like, oh yeah, I'm just like all the rest of the Coop people, and you kind of look at him for a second, and you're like, no, you're not, kid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're like 9,
you're
so
right.
I know it's easy to make that mistake, but
At this rate, it'll take you 100 more years to catch me. You need 100
God.
more years
Oh,
of
that's
training
fine.
to defeat me.
I'm not sticking around that long, Ben. I can't live 100 years. I'm busy doing something else.
You fools couldn't chase down a pumpkin.
Also, my pizza's here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll take you 50 more years to catch me.
Somebody's got to kill him.
This is getting old. It'll still take you. I've been doing okay, Strumcore. Everything's been going all right.
God, this music.
I love the little last fireball you throw out. So good.
Oh, appropriate.
Croco's dousing a tail fire.
Croco's turning into a Charizard.
A shiny Charizard.
Frogs famously detach from their legs on purpose all the time.
Well, what do you think a tadpole is? He's a tadpole, that's all.
Oh, where's his tail?
They couldn't render the tail.
Uh-huh, okay.
Oh, I need to psychopath these guys. I'll do that after this one. You know what? I probably won't. No, you know what? I need to do this right now. Ha! Idiot. Now I can thought peek.
Nice shot.
Gosh, I'm good. The one weird thing that I need to get used to is that, so you have the 4-button action command, like the 4-button commands here, right? On the SNES, you like specials were Y, and you would press Y and you would press Y again to do the special, right?
Uh-huh.
This one they switched it to it's Y to hit the special command and then A to confirm the action, right?
I see.
So it's like I can't just double tap the button. I gotta like
right,
figure it out.
because the way it worked in the original Saturn is anytime you pressed one of the other buttons, it just switched immediately over to the menu that it corresponded to. So you had to press Y and then confirm to still use the same menu. If you pressed A, you opened up the A button's menu.
I see.
Weird mushroom.
That's a little silly.
A little bit. Oh, Adelaide. Even your beautiful Adelaide is.
Adelaide!
Who wants to know?
Who wants to know? I never made time today to re-listen to that 1908 Paris race.
I've listened to some of it while I was at work. It's still just as good as I remember it.
I haven't listened to Dollop in forever.
It's like the one episode that I retain any information from, because it's just...
Give me back my coin or I'll melt you.
The one I always remember is the one about the 1904 World Fair marathon or whatever. Which is famously the one where it's like, alright, we're gonna do a marathon in like Chicago. We don't have a route, so it's gonna be on dirt roads. They're ill-maintained, so people are being constantly attacked by wild dogs as they run. One guy's trainer is driving a car in front of him and feeding him strychnine.
Isn't it like strychnine and like oysters?
Yeah! And there's another guy who is like from Puerto Rico or whatever, has never run professionally in his life, is a guy who shows up just wearing like normal clothes and normal shoes, doing really badly, finds a tree and stops there to eat some fruit so he can like have a snack. The fruit's rotten, and he just gets so sick he passes out for like 6 hours, and then he wakes up and walks to the finish line, and despite this, he's still like 3rd place.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that one guy during the I think it was I think it might have been the 1912 Olympics where that one Japanese guy literally like passed out and then just walked away and never finished.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he like end up like crossing the finish line like
years
later?
Years and years and years later, he came back so that he could like finish it properly by crossing the finish line, making him the like he holds the world record for the longest time to finish a race.
That's one way to set a speed record.
Mm-hmm. At least there's a bottom. You know what? That means like any professional runner, you're never gonna be last place.
Not like that guy.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that bit from that Make Up a Guy Twitter, where someone DM'd them a submission. It's like, a guy who has a lot of, and then send them a second message literally a year later that says, patience.
God, these guys are hitting hard.
Hello.
I'm back.
Hi.
You're back. Yeah, I think my favorite quote from all of that is when they realized that all of the people, like all of their assistants in helping them out in like the first leg of that entire fucking race is just a bunch of motor enthusiasts who are just volunteering out of the goodness of their heart. And he goes, you dorks are the lifeblood of this you dorks are the live stream of this wonderful cross country rally.
We were
What is
talking.
this?
Oh, we were talking about the that 1908 Paris race doll-up that I was lamenting not having made time to re-listen to today. And we started talking a bit about that, and also Oates was saying like it's the one that she always remembers stuff from, and I was talking about the one I always remember stuff from, which is from the 1904 World's Fair Marathon.
Yeah, or the one that actually made me laugh the hardest, other than the race around the world, is the Rube. I don't know if you've
The Rube is
re-listened to the
good.
Rube. It's such a good episode.
Which
I
one's
don't remember
again?
that one.
The extremely insane baseball player from the like early 1900s, who like loved to chase, who would like literally stop in the middle of games to go chase fire trucks. And to the point that opposing teams would start paying to have fire trucks drive by the stadium, so the Rube would go run after them instead.
This guy was just
Great.
known as the Rube, I see.
The Rube, yeah.
Yeah, because he was just a Rube, you know?
My other favorite one from them is the one where they talk about, I believe his name is Leopold Shulgoy or something like that,
Mhm.
who is the guy who assassinated President Garfield.
Oh yeah. He's a fucking character.
Yeah, he's like, they basically just the life and times of this extremely unmedicated weirdo who became convinced that he was the sole reason Garfield got elected and then murdered him for not giving him an appointment. Well, Garfield's like, I don't know who this guy is.
I don't know who the fuck you are. And then he gets shot. And then even better, much like the way that Lincoln, or not Lincoln, you know how like the episode about how Washington died on the dollar basically
Yeah.
concludes with like with Gareth realizing that like the doctors are who killed Washington, right? If you read about how like they treated Garfield after he got shot, it's not the bullet that killed Garfield.
Oh, yeah.
It's like all of the fucking like quack doctors just sticking their ungloved fingers into his gut, like, well, we're just gonna root around in here for a while and see what we find.
God.
That other one dude
Nightmare.
says death by VIP syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
They drained so much of George Washington's blood.
Oh, yeah, no, he was mostly just a skeleton before he was dead, by the time he died, yeah.
I
They
love that,
sucked
like,
him dry.
I love that, like, one of his last words was like, "Please just let me go."
Please stop.
Like
Please
they were
let me die.
torturing him.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these shy guys.
Look at him go.
How disruptive and malicious.
Listen, they're just trying to party. Don't be such a cop.
They're shy guys, though. How much partying can they
Yeah.
actually do?
They're like a shy guy party is like those like annoying introvert posts that are like, where are all the bars where you just sit around and read books?
Yeah.
Shy Guys are really enthusiastic about a barcade opening, and they like convince someone to open one, and then they never go to it.
Yeah.
You two are not getting my pizza. I'm sorry.
I mean, I wasn't asking for it.
That was I'm
Uh-huh.
good.
Yeah.
I've eaten.
Why wasn't I
I've,
included?
I've eaten plenty tonight. I don't need your pizza. You keep it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mario would love some of your pizza, but I don't know if Mallow would like pizza that much. I don't think frogs can have pizza.
Well, Mallow's not a frog, so
Yes,
it's
he is.
okay.
He's a frog.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
He's just a frog that doesn't look like a frog. That's all.
He's just a baby drinking coffee. I don't think Mallow would smoke a big cigar.
No, I don't think Mallow could
He
smoke a
would
big
come
cigar.
out of a big cigar, though.
They included Mario's little snot bubble when he sleeps.
Well, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him pee, and it tortured me.
And this kid just doesn't even care. He's just playing Game Boy. Is it? It is actually just still a regular Game Boy.
Is it just a regular old Game Boy?
Yeah, look, you can see if you look really closely, you can see the big gray block.
Aw.
Oh wow, yeah, it's got the top-loaded cartridge and everything.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
That's a very un-Nintendo move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't change it to a like a Switch or something.
So was this remade in-house?
I don't know who remade it actually.
That's a great question. Let me look it up.
Square is somehow involved in it. That's all I know.
Oh, Raz and Rainy, that's right.
Developed by Arte Piazza, who do a bunch of Dragon Quest games.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so yeah, tangentially related to Square Enix.
We're gonna see a lot
Yeah.
of these two. They're getting married, and we get to actually see their wedding later in the game.
Oh, cute.
I don't think they're the main Dragon Quest developers, but I believe they do a lot of porting Dragon Quest games to other platforms after they're done.
Sure. That makes sense.
Though this is apparently a developer who did Dragon Quest XI.
Oh,
So-
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, specifically the 2D mode of Dragon Quest XI. Whatever that
okay.
Ah, okay.
That makes
is.
sense.
Aside from that, their most recent game is Romancing Saga 3.
Okay, so then yeah, they definitely are like, they're not an in-house Nintendo developer, which is probably why some of this stuff is the way it is,
Yeah.
right? Like why the Game Boy is still just a Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, no, Arte Piazza's, it's Romancing Saga 3, but that one's also a remaster, so it might just be like a remaster port house.
Oh,
Except,
interesting.
yeah, that makes sense.
Well, they did a fantastic job.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
looks great.
It also, this is kind of interesting. It seems like, I don't know if I'm just doing the timing like perfectly already, but like, if you do the timing right, like consistently, the exclamation point stops appearing.
Huh.
Like, it shows it for Mallow because I haven't been hitting Mallows a lot, but like, it didn't show up for Mario's hammer a lot.
Right.
That's kind of interesting.
Maybe they're like, we know you got it.
Yeah, you got it. We trust you. And then if you screw up, like, okay, no, we'll show it to you again.
Never mind, idiot. I guess we shouldn't have trusted you.
Look at his little dance. Look at his little
Look at
dancey
him.
dance. It's so
He's doing
good.
the Mario. I told
It's
you.
so
We
good.
know
I love
it's
it. What's up your attack?
So it seems their most recent original game was a 2010 DSiWare game called Arrow of Laputa.
Wow, they just don't make
Wow.
their
They did a
own stuff.
Laputa game, I see.
Yeah, aside from that, their actual, what is probably their most remarkable original title is the 2007 Wii Circa launch title Opuna. Which
I
is...
don't even.
Yeah,
know what
I
that
think
is.
Sandy, if I show you this cover art, you will recognize it, because I'm
Okay.
certain that you've seen it. I'll post it in the recording chat.
Oh, you know what? I should
There you go.
Yep, I instantly recognize that one.
thought scan these guys.
I never played this, but I remember seeing
Oh, yeah.
advertisements of it in Nintendo Power circa its launch and being offended by it because of how horribly ugly I thought it looked.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna take a... Once these guys stop attacking me, I'll take a quick look too. There we go.
It's really weird to think that they're significantly more notable for their port work than like the 2 or 3 original games they've ever made.
There are whole companies that make that's their bread and butter, and some of them are really good at it, and some of them are really bad at it.
Oh god, I remember
As far as I
that
can tell,
title.
this company is really good at it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that shit looks awful. I remember seeing that and just thinking, what the hell am I looking at? One thing I miss is that the specials in the SNES game used to have playing card suites or suits as like they're kind of like symbol.
Right.
Like Mallow was club, Mario was spade, Peach was heart, and Bowser was diamond, and then Gino was a star.
Okay.
And they got rid of them here, which is a little disappointing.
That's a shame.
Because I did think it looked really cool. Like, I always thought it was funny because, like, Mallow's Thunderbolt attack, like, when he lifts his body up off of his pants, would line up with the club symbol. Like, the top club.
Oh, yeah.
It would line up with that, and I always thought that looked really neat.
This is just making me particularly excited, considering for the 1,000-Year Door remake, honestly.
Oh, for sure. Like, if they can get this efficiently, like, 1,000-Year Door is going to be great.
It's currently be done by a completely different company, so...
Well, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but, like, very good odds that 1,000-Year Door is just being remade internally by Intelligent Systems again, because they made every Paper Mario game, including all of them, like, from the original to the current whatever ones.
That's true.
That's true. However, like, I can see them... I can definitely see them just doing like for a big fancy remake like that. I can also see them just cheaping out and porting. Like,
I don't know, because we've seen video of it though.
Yeah,
it's not a direct port. It's like definitely a remake.
Yeah, there's definitely a rehashing of a lot of elements in it.
Like there's new level geometry and everything.
Yeah.
Like it's not a direct port.
I'm excited for that one because much like Super Mario RPG, I never played it. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. So
I promise you, out of all of the games that you can play, like out of all the Mario games you could ever be like, all right, I'll give it a shot now that I'm in my 30s and I've never played it before. 1,000-Year Door is a good one.
1,000-Year Door is fucking good.
1,000-Year Door is one of those ones where it's like I can understand now as an adult, like the kind of pacing problems, especially it has that I didn't really understand as a kid. But it is still extremely one of those games where you can play it and go, oh yeah, anyone who played this before they were like 13 or 14 years old, anywhere in there, this is a formative video game for them if they play it.
It definitely has some pacing and backtracking issues, but there's so much creativity and well-crafted writing in it, and like the gameplay is so... Like, the actual battle mechanics are so fucking smooth that it doesn't matter.
My favorite part is honestly, like... So, in the original Paper Mario for the N64, they have like they do a bottle episode where there's a murder mystery inside of a nice little village, and it plays out deliberately to be kind of like Murder, She Wrote-esque, because it's like about an author who's found like dead and everybody has to solve it, and it's usually the author who comes around and then solves those for them, and it turns out it was just a fun little game he was playing, said, let everybody in on the
that's cute,
on the fun for once. The second time around, it is a Murder on the Orient Express by way of Phoenix Wright.
And it's so cute, it's so fucking fun. Also, that's not his name. His name is Mac the Knife.
No, his name is Clay Morton now.
Which is still a pretty good pun, Clay Morton.
Yeah,
that's good.
Okay.
Which one is he? Is Clay Morton? Is he the big red guy or is he the pogo stick sword?
The pogo stick sword looks more sapient.
Hush, Peanut.
How about a fat lip to go with that big mustache? Oh my
Clay Morton. Hold on. I'm not giving... Okay, yes, hold on. Let me go get you guys some.
Oh,
I'm not a demon. I'm not a
has such teeth, and he shows them pearly white.
Well, I guess I can feel reasonably confident that if they renamed this guy from Mac the Knife to Clay Morton, that they're probably not going to keep the Bruce Lee reference.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
I think I saw they took it out, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Which is a shame. It's such a funny line, but I can understand why they would take it out.
They can't.
Also, like, I get why you'd rename Psychopath. I don't get. You should have just left him Mac the Knife. That's a cool name.
I can see people's estates being particularly mean about that one, considering that
It's a song.
yeah, it's a song from the 50s, and generally, if you have family from that era who own the estate, they're fucking psychopaths.
You mean their thought peaks?
Sure.
Appropriately timed drum roll on that.
Oh, I need to get a speech bubble. I need to do that correctly. Let me try that again. That other one dude says the red guy has no eyes, so I assume he and the sword are a single organism. Yeah, possibly.
I imagine the sword is the guy and the little red dude is just like his pet.
Boing, boing, boing.
That's all you get, Miss Chris.
Maybe. Oh, no. I get it. Clay Morton is the red guy. Mac the Knife is the sword.
Sure.
And they just
Are you sure it's not the other way around?
They.
What happened?
We're debating. Ben has posited the interesting theory that Clay Morton is the pogo sword and Mac the Knife is the little red guy.
Oh, maybe. I'm willing to believe that because Mac the Knife wields a knife. And Clay Morton is a claymore.
And he has such teeth, babe.
Where's Johnny Tight Lips?
Well, there is a Johnny in this game.
not going to tell you.
I
What
didn't
do I
say
tell the
nothing.
doctor? Tell him to suck an egg.
They're just gonna keep spawning more of these. Okay.
He's hanging out with Nikki Two Vests. That's where he is at.
Oh, don't
What's
remind
the
me
guy
of Nikki
from,
Two Vests.
Who's the guy from Fallout 76? Tommy Tentos?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Tommy Tento's famous relative to Nicky No Nose.
Yeah. No, Bobby No-Nos.
Bobby No Nose, that's right.
Yeah.
They call me the nose because I nose things.
Mm-hmm.
And also because I'm the one ghoul who has a giant schnoz. It hasn't fallen off yet. You have no idea how much work I do to keep that sucker on.
You really would be a famous ghoul if you had managed to keep your nose for 200
Yeah,
years. You think
like
about
they
it.
would call you the nose if you
Yeah.
were the fool who kept it.
The character who figured out the special preservative they put in Twinkies that makes them last for 300 years and just injected it directly into his nose.
Like Botox, yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna meet a ghoul in Fallout 5 when it comes out that all of his ghoulification is on the inside.
Oh,
like,
you know what would make that so much funnier? Is if they actually called named him after fuck, what's the name of the Oscar Wilde short story?
Picture
Dorian
Dorian Gray.
Gray?
Yeah, if he was named Dorian Gray.
Oh, we're gonna see Baby Mario do uppies.
Oh my
Look
god.
at him! He's so cute.
Look at his little stumpy arms.
He's so. This is the ideal Mario.
Baby Mario wants to go up.
This is Mario before he eats a mushroom every time you start the video game.
Yeah.
This is what they call a scrimblo bimblo.
He really
This is a
extremely
scrumbly
scrimbly.
umbly. This is not good. I like that throughout that battle, these two shy guys got knocked into the pit, so we didn't end up fighting them. The mustachioed one is strong. We must warn the boss. And then you can go talk to the chancellor.
Well, okay, that was fucking weird.
Goodness.
He's got a regular mustache. I don't trust him.
Anybody named the Chancellor in a royal setting with a mustache is not trustworthy.
But like,
Mario.
it's not just that. He's got like normal ass, like Mario mustache, and not like big gray wispy beard. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario,
Unsettling.
have you heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Also, that other one dude says the song Mac the Knife was written in 1928 for the Three Penny Opera, where it was originally in
Yes.
German. So it may actually be a public domain, but I'm looking to find out. And then they say Three Penny Opera goes into public domain in 2024. Not sure if that applies to the song.
Oh, that's funny.
Interesting.
Huh.
So maybe that's why they changed it. How about we ask my grandpa for help? He knows everything. Also, I love, one of my favorite gags ever is that the whole party in your pocket thing, where like Mario is on the overworld, is in canon lore in that the characters just kind of walk into Mario and then walk out when needed.
Well, yeah,
So like the Chancellor is like, well, goodness, who are you? Because Mallow just appeared.
Yeah.
It's just cartoon logic.
You know, Mario has hammer space in his pockets.
Yeah, that's where he
Well,
keeps
it's
the
like how in Paper Mario that like stuff is just that way. That's not an affect. That's just how the world is.
Yeah, like you can only have one person like visible in the party at once, even though like the whole crew is with you.
It do be like that.
It do
is
be
what
like
we're saying.
That's just facts.
Andy, are you stupid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a little stupid.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Hero.
Hello, you.
Love my peanut gallery, and I don't mean my dog. I mean you guys.
Yeah.
She is talking about us. I'm so
I am
happy.
talking about you guys for once instead of talking to my dog.
This calls for celebration.
Very good!
Mm-hmm.
That's Mallow.
Yay!
No, that's me.
Make sure
this
it doesn't
is
get stolen, eaten, or whatever. Your grandpa needs it. Cricket pie.
This is Gino.
My style is impetuous.
And that's why I say to you guys when you do the joke too many times.
You shut up. I'm Dingo.
Oh, your dog? Okay.
Yeah. Dingo the dog.
That's enough out of you.
Hey, do you guys want to watch some Bizarre Adventure?
I hate it here.
And yet you stay.
And yet see how your hand falters. I'll remain here as a lookout. Did you find your bazooka?
Yeah, I found it was right in my pocket.
Alright, let's go to the Karo sewers.
Here, let me just shove it back in here.
I wonder if I can.
I can't hear that sound about thinking about that Tumblr post that was like this bit from Scooby-Doo, and someone commented on it in Russian, and then someone translated it, and it says, "The sounds of sex with my unfortunate wife."
That's also the sounds of sex with my unfortunate wife, yeah.
It was just that slide whistle and then like cartoon splurt noises.
No!
The Undertale Deltarune splat.
Yeah.
Oh. You mean this splat?
That
Yeah. Horrible noise.
I got a bunch of them.
You got dozens of them.
Mm-hmm. Like this one.
Excuse me. Final Fantasy is an RPG.
I'm trying to find the original post, but I just keep finding other videos that people have tagged sound of sex with my unfortunate wife.
The trouble is, the joke's too funny.
Comedy police. The joke's too funny.
I shouldn't. This is a soundboard sound that I think should be tagged as such.
Ha! Acceptance! At long last!
I love it. I gotta finish that. I gotta finish like a second Endwalker playthrough. Diva.
I should play Adelaide right now, actually.
Yeah, I need to actually go through my alt more too, but I'm enjoying my comfortable bed right now.
Understandable. What you doing?
Understandable.
What you doing? Hanging out with the aminals?
My aminals and just enjoying not being deathly ill anymore, which is nice.
Yeah, I did notice you sound a lot better today.
Thank you. I'm
Also,
still having to constantly mute myself so I can cough, but you know.
I'd be remiss to point out that this enemy's the mimic chest is named Hawat.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't think that was his name in the original, but you know. Nope.
Oop.
That's why we got the pick-me-ups. I love that there's sodas.
You know, pick me up.
They're little sodas in styrofoam cups. It's so good. I love this game so much, everyone. I love Mario
Mario's
RPG.
looking a little. Mario's looking a little. Oh, never mind. You're good.
Yeah, I'm good. Because you get a flower jar out of that. And a true form pin. They have some of the best... This game has some of the best status effects I've ever seen in an RPG. They're so good. Oh, we're gonna fight Bellome soon, so we'll get to actually see some. Yeah! Yeah!
I cannot wait for the 1,000 Year Door remake.
Oh, 1,000 Year Remake's gonna be so fucking good.
I haven't played it in so long.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't had a reason to bust out the GameCube or the Wii.
Yeah, I think the last time I did it would have been 5 or 6 years ago, because my so my ex has notoriously played Paper Mario 64 and Super Paper Mario, but never played 1,000 Year Door, so we had to rectify that at some point.
Absolutely. Rat Funk!
Oh, that's my favorite character in OKKO.
Is there actually a character named Rat Funk in OKKO?
No, the little rat is named Fink because the
Think Rat.
the art
Rat
style.
Funk, yeah.
Yeah. She at one point they deliberately have her go through a couple of different art style changes, including 20-ounce mounts and like an actual like art Fink style tattoo. Rules.
They're still doing alright. Ooh, flower point. I'll get... Oh, this is over here. Okay, I don't need to hop for that. Can I... Yes, I can. Cool.
Yeah.
That's the
Congrats.
way.
Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
I'll save that for when we meet Gino, which I don't think we'll be able to get to Gino tonight.
I do not think so.
Dang it. There we go.
Cash, my love, why are you clawing the carpet?
Okay. I did not find the version of this that has the Russian caption attached to it, but I did find the original video, so I'm posting that in the episode recording
Thank
chat
you.
as well.
Hold on, I'm gonna go look at
It's
it
very
right
short.
now.
Yeah.
I can hear the slide whistle.
Hanna-Barbera like noises are just a treat.
They're just so
I wish
perfect.
I wish I had more room in my library to fit more Hanna-Barbera noises in. But sadly, we had more important things to, you know, admire and appreciate and love, such as,
Clem.
Yeah. Very important.
That was not even on our soundboard. That's one of your secret ones.
Cat, Peanut, don't annoy the cat. He doesn't like you.
yeah, because we didn't have enough room for all of them, Saturn. I still had to fit a bunch into mine.
We have so many soundboard sounds.
Yeah, I'll do this right.
And they're all so important. Like,
They are important, is the
Sure.
thing.
we need all of them. Yeah, listen, what the dog doing is vital.
We have like we are like an FGO account that has too many good 5 stars on it. And
That's
like
right.
we can't put all of them in our support list. We're only allowed to have 3 active for the general use at one time.
It's so fucked up. Or it's like having too many good CEs in FGO, where you're like, I really could probably stand to get rid of a few of these, but like, what if I need them? And then you end up using the same, like, I don't know, 10 CEs.
Yeah, I mean, I have like 6 CEs, and they're all like up to your NP to 50% at the start of the match. Like, why would I pick anything different?
Yeah, that's the problem, is that it's like your standard issue start with 50% charge plus like 10% arts / buster / whatever, right? And then you have Black Grail, you have K-Scope, you have Fragment of 2030. What's the other really common one? Victor and Another Ending, right? Those are both very important. And then, like...
for my purposes, because I like busters, Aerial Drive.
Aerial Drive is really good. But I'm thinking of, like, the ones that aren't your 50% starting charge ones. Because, like, Another Ending and Victor of the Moon are both... They don't have starting charge, but they're good, like, damage buff.
I see.
I think, like, Prisma Cosmos is a good one, too. That's 8% charge every turn, 8% NP charge. That actually, I think they took Prisma Cosmos out of the game. No, they took Verdant Wind out of the game. The other Ilia CE, they took it out and replaced it with a different Ilia CE.
There are certain CEs that I have that I realized they took out of drop rotation anymore. I was like, well, I never used the CE, but now I feel weird about getting rid of it.
Now I can't get rid of it. Yeah, I have Verdant Wind maxed out, and I can't get rid of it now because I'm like, well, I'll never get it again.
I have that old Sakura 4-star that they removed after they added the 4-star K-Scope.
Oh, did they take out the Sakura scope?
Yeah, that one was apparently not in the rotation anymore because they just replaced it with the new one that is that exact effect, but it's all attack up.
Folks,
oh,
look at this creature.
This
oh
fucking
my god,
thing.
it's so fucked up. It looks like a Pikachu that got fucked up.
What is he supposed to be?
Dorg.
Dorg?
What is this?
Dog.
It's a Dorg.
I was hoping the HD remake of this game would help explain what the hell Bellum is supposed to be, and I've got nothing.
What did you say, Oats?
I said, oh my god, look out, it's a goober.
It's a Cougar!
Oh my god, it's a Cougar!
That other one dude says it's a Nurikabe?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what a Nurikabe is. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Narikabe?
Nurikabe.
A yokai, that makes sense.
Maybe.
I don't know, Chief.
It looks like it's a big thing that blocks your path. It's kind of got the face for it, but
that's not a Nurikabe.
I don't know. He's a big old weird thing that's got 4 eyes for some reason. And I don't know what Bellum is supposed to mean because everyone has like a pun name, right? Mm-hmm. Room service has been kind to me. Where's my bib? Oh, I gotta thought peek this guy.
Oh, and his is weird because it's just a direct romanization of what his name is in Japanese.
Oh.
Oh.
His name in Japanese is Beromu.
Beromu?
From Bero, which is a colloquialism for tongue, possibly a corruption for Nomu, to swallow.
Oh.
Okay, that makes sense. Because he's gonna do this.
Oh no!
Bye. Bye, Mallow.
Spit him out! What do you have in your mouth?
Hey, drop it! Drop it!
Drop it!
Mario just like grabbing his jaw like, drop it! Drop it!
Let it go!
What do you have there?
A knife! No!
Mac the knife!
Peanut.
Also, apparently his name is supposed to be pronounced both in Japanese, or almost in Japanese, and also in English. Not as Bellome, but as Bellome. Like you do a wavy O.
Hello. Oh, one of my favorite status effects in the game. Stick for a body, head full of straw, give me a scarecrow, rah rah rah! Scarecrow.
Sure,
You
okay,
can't-
Square Enix.
You can't use regular attacks. You can only use special attacks.
That's funny. Why are you whining at me? Peanut, come here.
You're gonna have to hurgle that boy just to get back at him.
Here, Hurgle. Hurgle
How
for my
dare
friend.
you? How dare you?
Hurgle for my friend.
Oh, can I not? I don't think. Oh, probably because Mario's a scarecrow. I can't actually use that right now. Interesting.
Hurgle. Get down. All right, get that. You're standing on my microphone, buddy. Please get off the court. Thank you. You're such a creature. How do you live? Despite being such a creature.
Stupidly.
Yeah, you live a very hard life as a peanut. You know?
That's be so hard thinking.
He lives a hard life, you guys, okay?
Good job.
I never said he didn't. I just think it's funny.
No, you're right, it is funny. He lives a very hard life. You're all very Beta isn't aware. Saturn and Oats are aware that Peanut lives a hard life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, buddy.
I have seen him stare at me before, and you could tell it physically strained him to think before he
Oh
looked at
yeah,
me.
no thought. Like the difference between Peanut and Diva is that Diva does not think, and so she's just happier, right? Like she just doesn't think, so she lives a very happy life. Peanut tries to think and can't, and it makes him sad. He can't think. He's not capable of it.
Peanut's just sitting around like, oh man, I'm fucking stupid.
Real fucking Diva doesn't even know she's stupid, right? Ignorance is bliss. Peanut is tragically aware that he's stupid.
So long, Soakies!
Peanut is like Algernon after he has taken his medication.
That's right. He's just like, oh, I'm stupid. Oh, okay. I know, buddy. It's hard. Life is so hard for a dog. You get to sleep in my bed and get loves by me.
Oh!
They should have gotten some of those sounds during the Bellone fight.
Yeah!
That was really funny.
Swept away! Oh, that other one dude is right. There was something below him.
Oh.
They even put this little game in! Oh my god! The Midas River!
Get down. Get off my bed.
I can't believe they're making you do. Oh, and the music.
I know, listen to it!
It's gonna get. This is gonna get stuck in your head for ages, unfortunately. It does the thing that Majora's Mask does, where the longer you go, every time it repeats, it gets a little bit faster.
This is the golden age of RPGs where they're just like, hey, we're gonna give you a mini game every 15 minutes with its own bespoke controls.
I love that.
Gotta get them frog corn.
Baba Booey.
Oreo's cool. She gives
And
me
then-
frogs.
And then you go in a little cave and you get like little vignettes of like characters running around. Look at them. It's so good. It's so beautiful. Look at that little tomato guy.
Tomato guy.
Yeah, I got the flower out of it. Yay. And they were so mad because I got the flower they were fighting over. And then you jump on the spring and bounce over here. This game is so fucking delightful.
That's the sound of delight right there.
I am somewhat surprised they did not like get little Mario bikes or like barks like they did with Thousand Year Door. Like you don't even have Mario going like, oh.
Well, I guess this would have been developed at the point in time where they were kind of like Martinet was probably in the process of stepping out. Right?
Probably, yeah.
Scrunt.
That's Mario in this game. He's a scrunt.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're at the bottom of the waterfall.
Scrunt.
And then yeah, we do the river, the river part. Barrel jumping event. Sure, why not? Time your jumps, grab coins along the way. Jump down the next barrel before they collide. Miss it and you'll change course. Leap over the fish at pop or you'll lose coins.
Oop.
Oop.
Oopsie doodle.
Yep, if you don't time your jump right, then
Yeah.
they does a little twirly thing. It's cute.
Whoopsie whoopsie, I made a fucky wucky.
You made
Yeah,
it
a little bit faster.
walkie.
A little bit faster.
Jump.
Jump!
Jump.
Jump, jump,
Jump.
slide, slide.
Oh no, your coins, you fool! There's one for you.
He's coming for
Jump,
me.
slide, slide. Now I'm on the log flume ride.
And even faster now.
Ooh.
Faster.
Me, a twisted psychopath. They should do an HD remake of Super Mario Sunshine.
That is psycho
You are
behavior.
a psychopath for that.
Yeah,
Regrettably, it's the one I grew up with, so it's my favorite.
I see.
You got 34 coins.
I think about those bonus levels where they just take away Flood and I go,
As we've established, here's the thing. I understand it's not a good game.
Right.
But as we have established with all of my discussions about all the other media we consume, it's only possible for me to love something if doing so is difficult for me.
That's correct.
which is
It
again
makes
why
your
I
life
keep go-
hard.
which is again why I keep going like, hey, you're liking the live action One Piece, and that is a good like almost 2,000 chapters.
That's true.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I do complain about it a lot.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I'm like... I do have to obligate myself to doing MTMTE first.
Mm-hmm.
If only because if I start reading One Piece, I'm not going to be
You'll
able to
never
fit
stop.
anything else in.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's a time.
Several weeks at least.
Uh-huh.
More Than Meets the Eye is also like it's a really good like. Well, not More Than Meets the Eye, but specifically the Lost Light series of issues are like.
You binge
Sarah
it today.
Yeah, Sarah and I can attest. Like you can binge like all 4 of those incredibly long issues in like a night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing, is like, I want... That is at least something where One Piece is A, not going anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
B, will take me some time. But I already am like, I want to at least get that off my back... Get MTMCE off my backlog before the end of the year.
That's correct.
So, like, I need to do that before I do anything else.
And it'll go super fast. Like once you kind of get going, it's like, oh, okay, wow, this is very quick.
Look, it's Mallow's brothers and sisters.
I respect a very quick read. That's why Chainsaw Man is so good.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one of my favorite jokes is coming up. The wise sage of the pond is floating.
It's not afraid.
He can levitate.
I see.
Oh, I see.
We're getting something of a boom mic shot. I noticed.
By the way, they changed it here. He was originally named Frogfucius.
Oh my god, that's even better.
You can't let Woosley have anything, can they?
I know. I'm afraid. I'm upset they changed that one specifically. Because Frogfucius is such a good name.
Uh-huh.
And the music picks up.
What?
Let's see. If only you knew the truth, Peach is no longer there.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait, what? Here is what happened. You were rescuing Peach from Bowser's Keep. After defeating him when you were about to free the princess, you heard a loud crash and saw a huge sword split the sky. More pantomiming! I love the little tadpoles like popping up to spy on them. It's really cute.
Oh, agony of agonies.
Mm-hmm. What?
I already spent all the bullets from the event, and I still need more bullets.
Oh no!
Well, you can buy. Oh wait, you already spent those.
Here's the thing. You know how Sarah, how I was complaining about how many evil ceiling lanterns I need for Nobu? The thing about Koi and Skya is that one of her levels requires, I think, 36 bullets for each of the skills. So I did, in fact, already spend all the bullets, because they only give you 30.
That's correct.
What?
And I hope
Mallow's not a tadpole.
No shit.
Really?
I could have fucking told you that one.
Word?
You're telling me Mallow is not a frog?
That's fucked up.
Oh my god.
I love the sad theme in Mario RPG. Listen to it, it's so good.
Isn't this like a song that is not... Like, isn't this like a real song?
No, this is the Yoko Shimomura original.
Huh.
Every single song you're hearing is an original from Super Mario RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Now you may hear it elsewhere, but this is where I come from.
No, I know what it is. I'm the opening melody. I am confusing with the different classical songs. It's kind of similar.
Also, Shimomura is playing it like it's a classical song.
Well, it's like the one that's making you think is I forget what the song's called because I'm bad with classical music, but it's do 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 do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it is like one note off of Furley's. That's why I got like extremely confused. Like what? Huh?
It is made to sound like a waltz. So that does remind me because it does drive me insane. The Netflix One Piece theme, whenever you hear it kick in, it does kind of sound like the opening like 7 notes of the Four Lords from Final Fantasy IV, and I cannot hear it without just immediately thinking, much like Saturn, whenever we fight any of the trials, just the Hyadane YouTube from or Nika Nika Doga video from like 2004.
I keep thinking that only Saturn can hear it because unfortunately you two can't access the current Gura Gura event. But like the current map theme / battle theme for this Gouda event sounds like a song in Final Fantasy XIV.
I'll have to re-listen to it.
Oh, you know
I have to listen to it, but it sounds like the song from Final Fantasy IV, like some kind of song from FF14. It's fucked up.
You said the map theme?
Yeah.
We very well might get to Geno actually tonight.
Yeah.
Because we're at Rose Way, and Rosetown is where you meet Geno.
Oh yeah, you're definitely right.
It sounds like an FF14 song, doesn't it?
There's a I think it's in a Realm Reborn track this is reminding me of. God, I can't place it, but you're so right.
Yeah, like, it's really weird. Like, I keep it, and I really like the song, but like, hold on, I gotta open it again.
Let's not beat you. Because I think his line is pretty funny. Oh, I missed it. Damn it. I missed the timing. Mario fell asleep.
It's either that or it's one of the Stormblood themes.
Which one are we talking about?
I'll find a link. I'll link it to you. Hold on.
They call me Arachne because I lack knees.
Bad.
Gouda? This is Gouda 6, right? Yeah. Not Yamataiko. This is
This is
it's Showa Kinshin.
yeah, Showa Kinshin.
Yeah.
Or Showa Kishin, excuse me.
I'll take one of those.
How do you feel about the event rating so far, by the way?
I like it a lot.
Okay.
I
I
feel
don't like
it's-
I don't
Go ahead.
dislike it or anything, but I was gonna say I'm kind of surprised because how much of a history, not deep cut, but like it just being straightforwardly an alt history thing,
Uh-huh.
and that being like, yeah, no, that's just what we're doing. I'm like, huh, weird. It almost
Weird.
feels like you're attempting to do a real story instead of
Yeah,
a
they're-
collection of stupid jokes.
Well, Gouda 4 was like that too, and that's the Ryoma event, right? Like Gouda 4 is the event where Ryoma gets introduced, and it is also a little bit more like tonally serious.
Is that's Hanaji, right?
Oh shit, was it really Gouda 3 where
I think it was 3 because 4 is Hanaji.
That's right,
and then
4 is Kagetora, and 5 is Nobukatsu in terms of welfare. Oh god, it's been so long. Yeah, sorry. Gouda 3 is the event where Ryoma is the welfare, and it also is kind of tonally a little darker and a little bit more like he's actually telling a story.
Look at
That's
this,
cool.
Look at the Lakitu carrying the Shy Guy. I love this game.
And also, unsurprisingly, Gouda 3 is my other favorite Gouda event.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
What?
What's up? I love Ryoma Sakamoto, so I just
It-
really like Gouda 3 and Gouda 6.
Imagine the world where we got the alternate version of Fate Samurai Remnant, where it was made by someone who was an extreme Sakamoto Ryoma liker.
God, I wish! Fuck!
And we got the game that was the opening of Edo Castle as a Grail War.
The fucking Meiji, like, the actual Meiji restoration as a Grail War. So you
But-
would get, like, Ryoma and
Wish
shit.
people would stop using
Fuck!
it as my
That'd be
cousin.
so cool!
Well, that's one of the things too that like I didn't understand originally about Samurai Remnant, but that they don't actually like do a whole lot with this, but it's definitely part of the intent. Is that is also doing the thing where it's like, no, this historical event was actually a Grail War
Yeah.
because it's it has Yui Shosetsu in it, right? And it's supposed to be, I believe, oh god, what's it called? It's like not the K something is it the K-On Rebellion?
Are we talking about what's his face? Amakasa? Are we talking about his rebellion?
It's after that. It's after
It's-
that because
okay.
Amakasa's rebellion happens like I think 12 to 15 years before this or something like that.
Yeah.
This is the my god, I forget what it's called. But either way, so after that, it's a rebellion against the Tokugawa shogunate,
Right.
where Yui Shosetsu and this other person were basically planning to set a bunch of fires to Edo, and then while the shogunate was taking care of the fires, just storm the castle and kill all the leadership,
Right.
and that ends up getting foiled.
Yeah.
But because it's a Grail War, it's still like, I see, so this is the cover for
Oh.
chaos caused by a Grail War because it
I
involves this
see.
person and is at this time.
Okay.
The K-On, yeah, it is the K-In Uprising. K-E-I-A-N.
Not the K-On, K-O-N, like that anime.
Yeah,
Right.
not K-On as in the astrophysics concept.
Right.
Also known as a K-Mason or K-On.
Some pronounce it Kai, but the meaning is the same.
That's not it.
Did you know that Samurai Remnant's really good, by the way?
I know. I'm actually gonna let my FF14 subs lapse. in a
So you
couple
can
days.
force yourself to play
So
it.
so I can force myself to play like Cyberpunk and Samurai Remnant instead.
Yay!
But I've also
Yay.
been like deathly ill, so
Yeah.
it's always when I'm sick, I'm like I just want to play my potato chips video game.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we, as a community, poured you away from the toxic potato chips video game with Fallout 4, a game which you only had to buy once, and instead got you on the much better habit of FF14, a game which charges you a $15 monthly sub.
We got Sarah hooked on sea salt kettle chips.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Instead of just like Lay's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to be really into Ruffles, but now you gotta buy shit that's $8 a bag.
And you get like half the content in that bag. Speaking of, I got some salt and vinegar chips that I gotta finish them up.
Right now.
It's our boy!
Sarah went from like some boring ass Lays to like we bought her like kettle chips, and now she went on a crazy binge where she has an air fryer so she can make her own.
Yeah, totally. It's a shame. It's so tragic.
Ooh, that's different.
Just like that, Sarah. Why does it smell like a Five Guys in here? Oh, that's my 15 gallons of peanut oil I have stored in the kitchen sink.
Hell yeah.
They changed this dialogue a little bit. They actually in this, I'm assuming this game, but also in the SNES game, Jagger is a bonus boss you can fight much later in the game. And here they like in this cutscene in the SNES game, he doesn't mention Jagger by name. He just says like Terrapin soldiers form up. So that's cool. They made Jagger like into like a character ahead of time. Interesting.
They're foreshadowing it.
Wizakoopa, master of. Oh, they did it for everyone. Goomhild, Grand Dom of the Groundling Goombas.
Jesus.
I'm glad the Goombas have a girl boss.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wait,
Gaslight Goomba girl boss.
Oh, Goomhild, like Brynhild.
Yeah, Brunhilde.
Well,
Brunhilde.
Well, it's specifically Gunhilda, which is as in the person that guns are named after.
That's right.
Yeah.
It fucks me up so bad that guns are actually named after fucking Gunhilda.
Yeah, it's a stupid fantasy thing, except it happened in real life.
Except it happened in real life. Like Final Fantasy XIV is like, no, we named our guns after Gunhilda. And then you're like, that's so fucking stupid. And then you look it up in like real fucking history, and it's also like guns are named after Gunhilda. It's like, all right, whatever.
I don't know why the frame rate's so choppy on this. It's like 60 on my console. I don't know why it's so.
I love when things get Nintendo'd.
Yeah.
Right? When like you have the proper noun that becomes a generic word. Like when you call something like people say quixotic or quixotic, but it should be quixotic because you're saying something is like Quixote.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, that's funny.
That's funny, but it's quixotic. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Also, this is
quixotic. I'm sorry.
The arrow. We're gonna meet Gino because we're in Rose Town.
Hey. Also,
you can take anything I say with a grain of salt because I'm a psychopath who gets upset when people say sage skills and they say Cole instead of Kali.
Oh yeah, well that would fuck me up too because Greek. Get it right, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm saying it's Quixotic.
Well, that's different. Because I'm the one saying it.
I see. We have no respect for the humble Spaniard in this chat.
That's right.
The humble Spaniard, Don Quixote. Come on.
Don Quixote would throw his saber and declare himself the most humble knight alive.
Ben. You know you misheard that, right? It's not the humble Spaniard. It's the fumble Spaniard.
Yeah, that's right.
Also,
Spaniard.
I was reading some of that on the plane to the wedding. That shit holds up.
Oh really?
Quixote's genuinely really funny.
No,
good.
So
There's a very early chapter, like after Don Quixote gets started on his adventures or whatever, and obviously everyone is already like, "Oh God, here we go. This old man's having a psychotic break."
Mm-hmm.
And so his niece and the housekeeper who he lives with basically petition the local priest, like, look, this is because he's been reading all those fucking books and rotting his brain. We need to have these books burned. And so the priest comes by along with the barber who, like the town barber who recommended Quixote some of the books. And we're like, all right, we're going to throw all these books out into the lawn and we're going to burn them. And the barber's like, hold on. There might be some good things in here. We should check through them and make sure we're not going to accidentally burn any priceless artifacts. And the priest's like, well, okay. I should just burn all these, but I'll go through them. And what precedes is like several pages of the priest and the barber just going through these books that are just explicitly books that Cervantes has read and rendering their judgments upon them, whether they're allowed to be saved from the fire or not.
Oh, that's great.
Including one of them being Cervantes' prior book, La Galatea, where the priest is like, well, it could have been good if he ever finished it, but he never made that second part, so throw it in the fire.
Mood! It's just Game of Thrones. That's just like the fucking all of those books. It's like, oh, they never finished, so I guess throw them all in the fire.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing, is like he apparently for a very long time promised he would write a second part of La Galatea because he left it, he never did the second part, and then he just never did it.
Amazing.
Great. Amazing.
I really like, by the way, unrelated, but I really like that the Rosetown Toads have stripes on their hats instead of spots. I think that's cute.
Oh god, you're right.
All right, let's go meet our boy. Let's go see our boy.
I want to see this boy that everybody's so like enamored with.
Mario, help!
It's I think very important to consider that Don Quixote was in fact the very first Harry Dubois.
Yeah, that's true.
Watch Mario's expression when
Oh my god.
when the kid knocks out Mario. Oh my gosh.
Look at these little teeny tiny Mario.
I love the little doll.
I think more video games should just look like this. It's so good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like little dioramas.
This is one reason I really like Nintendo's like insistence on weird art style, like art house styles. Like all of Yoshi games need to look like a diorama now.
Yeah, it's so cute.
There he is! There's your boy!
Our boy?
The guy who
Did you ever
everyone
play,
thinks should be in Smash, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
the P from Lies of P.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone should make that mod.
That'd be really funny to put the fucking Pinocchio twink in modded Smash.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
suggesting mod Lies of P so you play as Gino.
That's all. That would also be
Oh,
good.
I like that idea too. Replace Sephiroth with Pinocchio.
Hey, we're getting a cutscene! Yay!
Yay!
I also like that Gas just shot Mario with an airsoft gun.
But Mario probably deserves it.
Oh my god, I love the style of
It's
this.
so good.
So good. Look
And
at him.
Which doll is the spirit going to inhabit? It has to.
I guess
hover
I'll pick
over him?
this shitty one.
I guess I'll take this one that doesn't look like it's been inflated.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick the one that doesn't look like an established character.
It's got an airsoft gun. I think I can use this somehow.
This one's naked, just my speed.
That's right. I've always wanted to be a naked Pinocchio.
He looks so good.
That looks great.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Oh wait, will they include the thing where he? Yes.
So here's my my proposal here.
Mm-hmm.
Gino is the example in video games for the kind of gamer who would eventually go on to say Shadow the Hedgehog is their favorite video game.
That's correct.
I would
That's
agree
fair.
because the thing you have to know about Gino is that he's Future Trunks.
Yeah.
And
He's
also,
just
much like
Future
Shadow the
Trunks.
Hedgehog, he has a gun.
Yeah.
Also, much like Shadow the Hedgehog, he is a man who thinks he is incredibly cool and edgy and super dark.
Mhm.
But he's really like 6. He's kind of
Yeah.
figuring his shit out.
Yeah.
Isn't
I think constantly at that one translator for Sega who had to write like 400 plus ending blurbs for Shadow the Hedgehog based on your route, and then very much later on did that test. It's like, can you guess which of these is real Shadow the Hedgehog endings? He's like, dude, I don't even remember writing half of these.
Also, there's a great line where Gaz is like, I just saw Gino walk outside into the forest, and Mom's like, that's nice. Wasn't Gino the one who broke my lamp the other day? It's so cute. I love this game. All right, let's go team up with our boy. Let's go see him. We got plenty of time still. I can absolutely go meet Gino in the forest maze. Oh, we're gonna hear the song.
Excuse me.
Gesundheit.
Wigglers!
Oh my god! Don't bully the baby!
But he gives me coins.
That's just mean!
Fun fact about Wigglers. In the original Super Mario World, they have a unique system where, you know, like if you step on enemies 8 times, you get a 1-up out of them.
Yeah.
Wigglers also gave coins and increased your score. And because of that, there is a weird little hiccup within the coding where they do an integer overflow, and they give you infinite points, which the computer doesn't know how to handle, so it just starts giving you a bunch of coins until you 1-up that way instead.
I see.
It's very fucked up.
Apparently the Scott Pilgrim anime is now viewable.
Yes.
I'm hearing a great early review, which is, it's really good now how much worse Sex Bob-omb sounds in the Scott Pilgrim anime. Beck made the music in the movie too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is they're supposed to be Scott's band that none of the members actually really care too much about.
Right.
I need to make time to watch that at some point.
Yeah, I still have to watch Pluto.
For me, it's like, I'm not especially interested in watching Scott Pilgrim again, but I am, like, culturally obligated to.
That's correct.
The thing is, like, it has all the working parts to be amazing. So, like...
Did you see the Bakemonogatari edit?
I did not.
Yeah. No, it fucking
Oh my god, it's
rules.
so good. Hold on. Somebody posted it in anime. I wonder if I can find it.
It's not too far
Why is this
out.
looking like this. I gotta...
I admittedly also haven't watched Bakemonogatari.
I haven't either, and it's a hard watch because it's just weird. It's like Shaft at their shaftiest.
That's
Right.
the one with the girl with like the monkey hand or whatever, right?
Yeah, and also like the
toothbrush.
vampire and the toothbrushing scene and
The brushing scenes from that.
Yeah.
baby. Hold on, I'm gonna post Bakemonogatari.
It is one
Oh
of
my
those,
god! All right.
It's one of those like real hard sell animes. I think. Hold on, let me double check. Let me double check this one.
Found it. Here's the Bakemonogatari edit.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna watch that.
Because somebody called it Canadian Monogatari, and that prompted somebody to do an edit, and it's really good. Like, the thing is, I
There we go.
want
That
to
should
make
be
time to watch Bakemonogatari because, like, I really like the stuff Shaft makes. I mean, obviously, I'm a
That's a little
Madoka fan, right?
Mhm.
And I just think, like, their aesthetics are really weird and fucked up, and I like them.
Yep,
This
I
is
was
a
right.
great edit.
It's so
I-
good!
So I was right. Monogatari, also known as Bakemonogatari,
Mm-hmm.
is written by the same guy.
Oh
who
yeah.
wrote Katanagatari.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
Right.
I'm aware. He writes a bunch of shit that's just called something Guitari.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I realize is like
Story.
Monogatari and things like that. It's like a very thing, but that's like his whole brand is just writing things that are called that.
Because it just translates to like blank story, right?
Yeah, because Katanagatari is sword story.
Yeah.
And Bakemonogatari is monster story, right? Like that's his whole like brand.
I think Bakemonogatari is the first one because that's the one that's more obviously the pun.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's Bakemono Monogatari.
Yeah.
Well, Katanagatari also has a secondary pun to it in that it's referring to the Sengoku era Katanagatari, or the sword hunt.
Oh, cute.
I see.
When Oda Nobunaga decided to ban swords from most castes, and in 1588 there was a regent who basically went around through as much of Edo as possible and just confiscated everybody's swords.
Yeah.
Isn't it like famously like he melted them all down to make a big Buddha statue or something?
He did, if I remember right. I think that's the one in Nara.
That makes sense. Oh, real deal Oda Nobunaga.
The problem is there is absolutely nothing more metal. We should do that in the United States.
Right.
We need a gun hunt.
Just a gun hunt. We melt them all down into a giant Buddha statue. I know the Buddha part doesn't make sense, but
we just make a second Statue of Liberty.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
perfect.
true.
There
Oh,
you
that's
go.
a great idea. There you go. They
Where
need
do we
one
put
over
it?
on the west. Wait, they need one over on the west coast.
Oh, jeez,
so, you
I
know.
got wasted.
You need one. You need to put one over in the California fault so you can hold it closed.
I just
So that
realized
California won't drift off into the ocean.
Yeah.
I just realized we missed a wonderful opportunity to have Mario die because he got beat up by Kong.
Yeah, I got beat up by the chained Kong.
Tragic.
Alternatively, you could make a couple of statues and have them like a bunch of different Colossuses of Rhodes just holding up the Golden Gate Bridge.
I mean, that would be
that's
fucking
a good one.
cool.
Oh, you know what? What would actually be a cool idea? If
What?
we're gonna do put one in San Francisco, because like that bay is like, you know, it doesn't move numbers the same way Staten Island does, but that's generally
Sure.
kind of where a lot of West Coast immigrants end up landing on.
Yeah, sure.
My wingy thingies are pretty cool, right? Sure they are, buddy. Sure they are.
Yeah, dude.
And instead of a Statue of Liberty, it should just be it should just be a welcoming, loving statue of Emperor Norton.
I agree. Yes, the Emperor of San Francisco.
Mhm.
Emperor
Yeah.
Norton deserves his own statue. There you go.
Am I going the right
Boing.
way? I don't think I am, actually. Let me...
Boing.
I should probably take advantage of this gauge.
Yeah, I don't think you used it in a while, bro.
What do we get?
Flower essence. That's not going to do a whole lot, but it'll give me some damage up.
Sloppy.
Shut up. Die.
He just beat him up in a cone. I couldn't not.
Oh yeah, there's another status effect, by the way.
Oh yeah, this version
Mushroom.
of Toad is mushroom.
I turned into a mushroom.
I'm thinking about Fago event because it's updating again within the next hour,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and
my
I'm still
God.
like, haven't yet seen why it is relegated to you having had to finish Heian Kyo,
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Defense. I kind of.
which makes me wonder if like there's going to be an obvious tie-in or something, or if it's just like an arbitrary thing.
It might just be an arbitrary thing, because like after a certain point, they are just like, because they've done it before. Like I think actually the first Ryoma event was also story locked. Because after a certain point, they don't want to do the thing like they had to do with Honoji, where it has a different opening depending on whether you're in the... Yeah.
Because I remember I told y'all about what my opening for Hanoji was like, and y'all were like,
totally
oh,
different
that's
from
weird.
ours.
Because I remember I looked it up significantly later, like recently. And I'm like, what the fuck? That didn't happen.
Yeah, no, totally different openings because, like, they have to take into account, obviously, the changes from Part 1 and Part 2. And, like, even then, the changes from Part 1 and the first part of Part 2 and the second part of Part 2 where you have a new home base, right? To keep it vague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think after a certain point, they're just, like, they say, like, finish Heian Kyo. Because they just want you to do the goddamn story. What's your fucking problem? Just finish the
Play
plot.
the game!
Play the
Play the
game!
game, you fucking idiot!
I'm trying.
I know.
trying.
Play the game!
It's just really funny, like, how often... Because they hand out leyline stones all the time, right? For the same reason, which is play the goddamn game already, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I guess like they currently
know.
have a leyline stone thing up, don't they?
Yeah, you can buy leyline stones in the Monoprism shop right now, so you can play the goddamn game.
You have to do it. Are we?
I
Are they going to announce Ryoma banner ahead of time, or is it going to be like, oh, by the way, it's up today?
know. Ryoma Banner is Sunday.
Okay.
I think, because it's like, I think after the plot finishes, because like there's plot stuff in his Noble Phantasm,
Right.
and in his Final Ascension.
Because I know I believe the last chapter, like not the epilogue, but like the last chapter of the main thing is supposed to be tonight's update.
Oh, okay. Good. So hopefully we'll get Ryoma soon, and then I can
Blow all your quartz.
roll
Yeah.
my quartz or die,
that's
or
right. You
spend
forgot
$80 on the
about
whale
that.
pack.
I am not getting it. I haven't even gotten to Mori yet.
Listen,
so I still have
you
NP.
don't need him.
I still
No,
have
I
NP5
want-
Mori, but the thing that baffles me is I like had some spare quartz and I've been throwing it away, and I'll probably throw in a couple more quartz for Ryoma just for like giving it a
Sure,
fair
sure.
shot.
Sure.
I still haven't gotten a single Okada Izo.
You
Like,
don't
come
have
on.
Izo? Really? Wow.
Yeah, no, I have not gotten a one of him. I'm like, come on, I want to finish my collection.
Yeah, I
you know
have
how-
Izo.
Yeah, how I feel.
I don't have an NP5 Mori. I do have Mori, but he's NP3 because he's very elusive.
I have NP5 Mori is literally just like last time when they did actually I think it was like literally during Hanoji Revival because I was
Mhm.
rolling during that because I wanted to get
big Nobu.
those. I wanted to get a Nobu. I didn't end up getting any Nobus at that point, but like
Right.
I got at least 5 Moris.
That's good.
I'm still very
Yeah.
grateful that when GSSR came by, I took a gamble on getting Big Nobu and did in fact get Big
Hit
Nobu.
Big No- and now they're really good instead of bad.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
so
mad because I
happy.
had a big Nobu.
I gotta ask, what was the logic behind the Chained Kong Square Enix?
I don't know. I like that he
I-
looks like he's Jesus on the cross with a fucking spike.
I think I might have an answer because this was during the weird awkward time where like Donkey Kong was in the middle of having an aesthetic remake.
Mhm.
Because this got released like right around the same time like Donkey Kong Country has been out for maybe like 6 months and change.
It's
So-
just
Excuse
And,
me.
and before Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong had not been a playable character outside of the one time you get to play as Donkey Kong Jr. to rescue him from Mario who had him enslaved. So,
that's true. Like, it's just
Yeah, it's very weird.
I
Why is
completely
he
forgot
Chained
Donkey
Kong?
Kong Jr.
why is he punished Venom Kong?
He's punished Kong.
A Kong denied his freedom.
Yeah,
K has come too.
a Kong without honor or humanity.
we go to outer Coconut Skull Island.
Oh man.
I will not scatter your banana to the heartless sea.
Yeah, I was slow on the draw. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
I'm just picturing the fucking scene at the end of MGS4 at the fucking gravesite. But it's Cranky Kong and Donkey Kong.
Yeah, hugging it out like while smacking bananas away from each other.
I just love the idea of
Cranky Kong he CQC's the coconut gun away from Donkey Kong.
Just laying on the gravestone, looks up and is like, "This is funky, isn't it?"
No, Funky Kong would be Otacon in this, I think, right?
no.
I think
Funky
Funky Kong
Kong
is
would be
Big
Otacon.
Boss. Truthfully.
No, that's Cranky Kong.
Yeah, Cranky Kong is definitely
That's
Big
fair.
Boss.
Yeah.
Cranky
But Funky
so, like,
Kong is too cool to be Otacon. Funky Kong is like
Is Funky Kong riding?
Drebin. He's Drebin.
Yeah, no,
No,
that's true.
he's not. He's not riding because the thing is, again, Funky Kong is cool.
Yeah.
Diddy
He's
Kong
Drebin.
is
Drebin
riding.
is cool.
And you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
You're right. Funky Kong is Drebin.
Yeah,
I think
totally.
Funky Kong is Jetstream Sam, except like somehow plot important.
Yeah.
We know Funky Kong is Drebin anyway because Funky Kong is also the arms dealer.
That's true. Yeah.
I see.
There you go. See?
Then what kind of pet does he have?
He still just
Human.
has a monkey.
No, he's got Scrimblow Mario here.
Oh no, he has one of those like shitty little Kremlin lizards, like one of those baby crocodiles.
Oh, the clap
Oh,
traps.
yeah.
He's got a clap trap. Yeah.
Yeah.
He bit me.
He bit you.
God forbid he bit you where the good Lord split you.
Okay.
Spider bite.
Spider bite on your butt.
Clem.
Spider bite, boy.
Spider bit me.
Don't let the spider bite you on your butt.
It'll get messy, nasty.
You'll get nasty. You don't want that.
I have to find that video.
All I know it from is from the Skooks YouTube poop.
The Skooks YouTube poop is referencing that video.
I know, but I've never found the original. I just know Spider bit me.
Quit it, Spider guy!
Hate Spider.
Oh, I found it. Okay. I'm going to be polite and post this one in the general videos channel with no explanation.
Thank you.
Mario, for cover they run, yeah. Fun this is, yes, yeah. Another 1,000 I will shoot. Who is that guy? Oh, this is where the Bruce Lee line would have been. Look at this little guy. Look at him.
Oh, I hate it.
And
That
his
guy's so
arrows
weird.
are sentient.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at him, and it does kind of have the same feel as Ranjit, where I feel like I'm looking at a racist caricature of people who do not exist.
This is where the Bruce Lee line would have been. Who do you think you are, Bruce Lee? You can't just go in
Oh,
there with your
that's
fists
good.
flying.
They should have just replaced it with a different guy who's famous for punching, but whose estate is less litigious. In this argument, I contend he should have replaced it with a reference to Li Shuwen.
They should have just given Bruce Lee like a weird Mario-ish Toad name.
You just have to be like Naruto and call him Blues Lee.
Yeah.
Blues Lee.
That's why Rock Lee's named that.
There he is. He's Future Trunksing it up.
That's right, being mysterious.
Threatening this racist caricature.
Now,
I serve a higher
Goku.
authority.
Goku and Krillin never did that. They saved a racial minority.
They did,
And then
yeah.
Krillin had a sexual awakening because he had a crush on the guy's kid.
I see.
Oh, that scene, yeah.
I'm being able to reference Dragon Ball because it's not obscure, but it still like goes over everybody's head.
It's the line that from DBZ Abridged that people like reacting to it never get, which is Krillin saying, "I once had a crush on a Lindian boy I thought was a girl." which is what happens in Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
The story about a girl shooting a boy in the face.
I can't believe that Dragon Ball Abridged is about how Krillin eventually grew up to become Sergeant Hatred.
I mean, he was also a little boy at the time. That he had the crush on the little Indian boy.
I love Sergeant Hatred.
I love Sergeant
Hatred. I definitely want to watch more Venture Brothers.
Oh
soon.
man, they took out the line about Bruce Lee!
Peanut, come here, buddy.
He gets a cutscene!
This freaky guy is also
I
just
hate
voiced
looking
by...
at this thing. It sucks.
He's just voiced by the Monarch.
Mhm.
Come here.
I'm sorry, I'm having a moment. Bruce Lee would it be a guy who worked with the Guild of Calamitous 10, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a cleaner.
No, he wasn't in the Guild of Calamitous 10. He was an OSI.
You think he's an OSI agent?
Yeah, I think
Did
he
we
was
get-
an OSI. He got taken out by the guild
Yeah,
instead
no,
of
that other one-
overdosing on barbiturates.
The assassination of Bruce Lee by Mecha Lee Shuen is
Yeah.
actually part of the inciting incident that caused them to
it's
remake
that.
Sphinx
I
from the
will.
ground up.
See, this is the gimmick of Bowie. Oh, they added that line too. Where he's not letting me use the Toad Assist super move.
Diva!
So no complaints, nya. So the thing about Bowyer is that he will lock one of your buttons
Oh.
occasionally. By the other one dude is right, yeah, I mentioned it, but I need to clarify. The little Indian boy that Krillin had a crush on was the same age as him at the time.
I see. Diva, come here.
We just like to make Sergeant Hatred jokes because we love
Yeah.
Sergeant Hatred.
Because we love Sergeant Hatred, yeah.
He's everyone's favorite fictional pedophile.
That's correct. Diva, stop.
It's a very narrow list that he basically just shares with that one guy from The Big Lebowski.
And also that one guy
and
from
the clown
Hunter
from
Hunter.
Hunter Hunter, yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy from Hunter Hunter.
Diva, stop!
And see,
My
that's why
favorite part
everyone's-
about that is that that's not a joke, that's just text.
Yeah.
I like the implication for, well, not the implication, the actual text for Clown Man is that he is much like Goku, only attracted to people he can fight, and he does not care that this person happens to be 14 years old who's kicking his shit in.
I believe he does have specific dialogue, though, that is to the effect of he's young enough that he hasn't discovered his full potential yet, and possibly getting to destroy him before he ever does makes it that much sweeter.
Ah.
Got a freebie out
Oh,
of
Hunter
that.
Hunter.
Hunter Hunter is insane, however, it's also one of the best shonen ever made, so who can say if it's bad or not?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I didn't get the thing I need to. Okay, phew, fine. Turn off items. That's fine, as long as I can attack again.
I wish there were any possible way to recommend anyone actually go through Hunter Hunter, but there's like... The problem is there is a good way, but it's still a colossal time investment, so
like
I can't...
150 episode, like 150
Yeah,
episodes.
no,
of
that's
anime.
why I'm like, I can never recommend anyone watch it, it's just too
I
long.
guess it makes me, yeah.
But like, you're also
I-
interested in One Piece, so at the very least, you won't have a hard time, Saturn.
Well, that's the thing is, like,
Yeah.
I'm interested in One Piece. I'm interested in reading One Piece. There's no way
Oh,
in
yeah.
hell I'm ever watching the anime.
You
Oh,
don't
yeah,
want
no, no.
the
We
anime
cannot
to
recommend that, no.
No.
Yeah, no, because it's
Watch
just the
it.
thing where, like, the thing is that even if the anime was somehow a good adaptation, that's 1,000 episodes.
No, no,
I don't have that kind of
The
time.
thing is,
I can go through 1,000 chapters of a manga inside of a couple weeks.
The
You know?
problem, the only problem with there is no, much like Dragon Ball, there is no good way to actually get the full experience in just one adaptation, because Oda goes out of his way to just go, oh, I have to actually, like, there are multiple points in the anime where he recognized he made a plot contrivance or a plot hole in the manga, so he goes back to redo a little bit of it in the anime.
Yeah, it's like, and yeah, like totally, but also you can just stick to the manga.
Now, and also,
You
I
should
do want
always
to
find-
clarify. For a lot of it, the anime for One Piece is good. It's a good anime. Like, don't get it twisted. It's just every episode is 22 minutes long.
Right.
regardless
say,
of what's
it's-
happening or if it's good content, every episode is 22 minutes long.
Well, as I say, I know at a certain point, like, the MO becomes just adapting chapters to episodes 1-to-1.
Yeah, and that's when it gets really bad.
Yeah, that's horrible. I would
Yeah.
never watch that, because, like, one of the things, like, it's honestly one of the things that, like, when I was watching My Hero Academia, when it, like, early on, like, in the first couple of seasons, I was like, hey, why is it this is so good? And the answer was significantly, I compared the part, like, how it, covered its time versus how the manga spent its time, and the secret is that, like, it was for a while doing like 3 or 4 chapters an episode.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
a while that show was paced extremely well, and then it caught up.
Well, the problem, Sarah, is less that it caught up and more the comic itself got really
fell apart,
really
yeah.
slow.
And also
Like-
the comic itself just got like bad.
Yeah, like we had there was an extremely long like Avengers like Civil War arc, right?
Mhm.
And then he's like, all right, now we're gonna do this Avengers Endgame arc, and this is gonna be the last arc of My Hero Academia. So like it'll be ending soon. And he's been doing that for like 2.5 fucking years.
Yeah, no, Horikoshi is a hack. Yeah.
He's the master of wheel spinning, which is to say, not that he does it well, but he does it more than maybe anyone else.
Yeah, I'm,
Though I also
I'm
never,
dreading how the last arc is going to be adapted in the anime because it's
There's
Alright.
no way to do it right because it's
Yeah.
so bad.
Ooh, we get our first triple attack.
I admittedly
That's
don't
right,
know
you guys
how.
get a limit break.
Hey, look
my
at
God.
that! It's a little cutscene.
I don't know how it compares to fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, but I also bounced off of that super hard, so
Yeah,
I
I
never
did
actually
too.
read more than even a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got like 17 chapters into that. I'm just like, why do people like this? It kind of sucks, and I
That's
turned
kind
I
of my
stopped reading
problem
it.
with it.
Yeah, nothing I ever saw of Jujutsu Kaisen seemed interesting. Like, I don't understand why everybody was so, like, I mean,
it
I
was the
didn't
anime.
read
The
it.
anime was really, really good.
yeah, the anime is really good, but even, like, the premise,
It's
And
just
the
Rizla's
characters-
Bleach.
yeah, it just looks like
That
Bleach,
must
but worse.
be it.
Yeah,
It must be just you
the
know people
children love
having
the Bleach.
oh yeah just withdrawals, you know.
Because
Yeah.
at least like I also think Demon Slayer's kind of mid, but at least the Mappa adaptation for that, or Ufotable or whoever's doing that, I forget. I
Ufotable.
think Ufotable. The Ufotable anime for Demon Slayer is like genuinely incredible in a way where it's like, no, the anime is the way to consume that.
Yeah,
You don't
And
need to
also-
you do not need to read Demon Slayer.
And also, Ufotable does not work their fucking animators to death. They're actually, like, them and KyoAni are, like, the 2 best animation studios to work for in anime because, like, their scheduling is really good. Imagine that. Fucking Mappa, right? Like,
Yeah.
By
Ufotable has, like, an insanely good workflow.
Would
the
that-
way, I need to point out that Gino's name is not Gino. That's just the name of the doll that Gaz has. Gino's
Right.
real name is heart music symbol exclamation point question mark.
Right.
So would that just be like a really sultry and then confused musical note, like that you can whistle at?
I'm just imagining kind of a
Yeah.
Oh,
Gino
wait,
just
no.
made a bunch of
Wait,
shock
wait,
jock
Wait.
radio clips.
You know what that mean? You know what that means? That's what his name is.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, the
Gino-
problem is you can't really say that conversationally because you actually have to get the emotional inflection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gino's name is just us when we mash the soundboard.
Yeah, that's true. Just noises.
Yeah. All this to say, would that I could have gotten a world where Ufotable bought all the adaptation rights for Chainsaw Man instead? That anime is good, but I worry that we are never going to get a second season of it because Mappa is perpetually on fire.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a second season of Chainsaw Man.
No.
We're also never getting more Dorohedoro, and that's also a Mappa joint, which makes me sad, except what they adapted of Dorohedoro is extremely good.
Oh, good.
Q Hayashida deserves better.
Let's get this show
Yeah.
on the road.
I don't even know what Ufotable is working on right now. That's a good question.
I think. Hold on.
What are they working on? Let me see.
I think they're still doing Demon Slayer because I don't think that has finished yet. I don't know how
Oh,
often they're
that's right.
doing.
No, they're doing the Genshin Impact thing.
Oh fuck!
That's
What
right.
a waste!
I know. It's very funny that like that basically Hoyo, like, they were like, oh, we see what you did for Fate. Can you give us that kind of sauce? Right?
The problem is Fate, like, has writing that's actually good.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing.
Genshin Impact is not. I played that game for a very long
Oh.
time. That game, like, the problem is the things in that game that I think are good have basically absolutely nothing to do with the main plot of Genshin Impact.
Right.
And so as a result, I don't think they would get coverage in any kind of animated thing, which makes me go, oh, okay, it's a waste of time. Okay.
Well, okay, I'm looking at their Wikipedia page right now, right? So they're working on Untitled Genshin Impact series. They're working on Demon Slayer, the Hashira training arc, and they are working on something called Girls Work, which is, and this is what it says on Wikipedia, original work, co-production with Type Moon.
Interesting.
What?
Oh, by the way, real quick, we're gonna see Mario throw hands with a child.
Oh, good.
An original work?
With Type Moon.
Gino, you came back, mommy.
It's a source article.
What a fabulous costume. Must be kind of fun for the person wearing it, though.
Oh, it is just in fact called Girls Work. That's not localization. That is just in fact what it is called.
Uh-huh.
There's a website link on it in the sources on the Wikipedia
Here it is, ready?
page that just has like a piece of key art on it and nothing else.
We get more pantomime.
It appears to be set in Paris. That's really all I got.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'll watch it because it's Type Moon
Now
and
it's like
Ufotable.
I was imagining, like, is it going to be completely original, or is this one of those things where like this is a secret?
This is
Type
this
Moon
is gonna
tie-in.
be, this is secretly a Nasuverse thing for sure.
This is like secretly Mihoyo 2.
Yeah.
yeah.
Secretly Prisma Ilia Alter.
That would kind of roll, actually. I want to be able to do.
It's like
I want a Prisma Ilia that is the good bits of Prisma Ilia because it fucking
Yeah.
which is like, we overheard all of our Western fan base's complaints about all the quote-unquote Prisma Ilia pedophilia in FGO, and so we just decided to make a
rhymes.
version of the show that features adults instead.
Mario needs all the help he can get, and then Mario's about to punch a child.
Oh, jeez, hold on.
Okay, I think
The problem is we are extremely mean to Prisma Ilia for being what it is, even though like for the most part, Ilia doesn't act any worse than she does in Fate Stay Night.
Yeah,
most-
she's also a little freak in Fate Stay Night,
Well,
but like,
at least in FSN, it's like
it's covered
you can
by other things.
It's like A, it's covered in other things, but B, also like that's that character's bit is like the horror of being an adult trapped in a terminally ill child's body who's also isolated from everyone, so you can't really develop either.
We all love
Right.
Blackjack and Pinocchio, I understand.
Yeah, but like, you know, there's not like a route.
yeah, and like
There was supposed to be a route,
there was
though.
supposed to be, and like
Well, they didn't do it, which means someone had better sense than to actually do it.
I just wish that like the Prisma, like, because like I read the Prisma Ilia manga for a while, and the only reason I really dropped it was because like the finding new chapters got hard. This was like several years ago, back before
Yeah.
manga was like a way easier thing to read, right? And so finding like the chapters in order got very hard. But that manga's okay. Like it's not great, and it has a lot of cool shit in it, and like it's still kind of like skeevy, but like in a way that's like more like, okay, well, it's just anime. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
As
it's like I
opposed-
would really, instead of like basically what the anime is, which is just softcore porn, right?
The thing is that the anime undoes some of the plot stuff and then just makes it slice of life and extremely porny.
Yeah, and it's like,
I see.
yeah, which is a shame, because like, you know, the manga is like, it's creepy, it's got its things, but it's also kind of interesting and is doing interesting things, right? Because like Ilia is like a weird little girl, and like she has her parents, and she's got Sella and Lazery to like babysit her, and it's funny because she's such like a little weird kid. Like, it becomes a funny story, right?
Mhm.
It's like, I just wanted that adaptation. Is
Yeah.
it so hard?
Emiya does
No.
cool shit.
Yeah, Emiya's really cool. Like, the fucking Prisma Elia version of Emiya is, like, fucking sick as shit. Like,
The problem is,
Easily one of my
Sarah,
favorites.
if you want people to spend like $800 on Prisma Ilia Blu-rays, you have to put
Yeah,
in things
it
for
has
the
to be
lolicons.
softcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're the only people who are going to spend $800 on Prisma Ilia Blu-rays, are people who think they're going to get stuff that may or may not be borderline illegal.
Yeah, so, you know. Oh, well. Maybe someday we'll get a Hollow Ataraxia anime. No, we won't.
No, you won't.
No, Sarah, you
We
can't.
didn't even get a Hollow Ataraxia in FGO. We got the Tiger Coliseum version of the character instead.
We're never getting a Hollow Ataraxia anime, as much as I would love that. I'm just gonna
Sarah,
have
I'm
to
not
read
convinced.
Hollow
I'm not convinced
Ataraxia.
we'll get an official localization of Fate Stay Night in my human lifetime.
I don't
No,
think
I
Hollow
don't think
Ataraxia
it's
is
gonna
real.
happen.
I don't
It
think
is
we even
real.
I don't think we even got an actual Hollow Ataraxia to begin with.
I know.
Might just be
Hollow
a whole
Ataraxia is in fact just a fandom in joke that Tight Moon leans into.
It is
I
just a
promise.
shadow on the wall.
I promise you the One Piece exists, Ben.
Hollow Ataraxia is the Goncharov of Tight Moon.
That sounds like something I would have asked on That's Hell You're Walking Into, and Sarah would have been like, "Oh yeah, that's not actually real. That's an April Fool's joke that everyone takes way too seriously."
Oh man, it's so fucked up. We're never gonna get an official release of Fate Stay Night.
Yeah.
We're never gonna get a good anime of the Fate route as much as I want it.
All right, folks. I think that's a good stopping point for this.
We're all
Mario.
just in yeah.
Oh, great response, by the way, about the girls' work thing in stream chat, which is, wait, news about girls' work? That shit was announced when I was fucking 16, says Rosie. Wait, this is the same piece of art I've been looking at for 15 years.
Oh, I see.
So it's girls' work forever, is what you're saying.
So it's never coming out.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay,
All right,
yay!
folks. I hope you all enjoyed this look at Mario RPG. It's one of the best RPGs ever made. Everyone go buy it and
That's
play it
right.
right now.
So that maybe we'll get more games like it.
Yeah.
Smurfagio.
Show Nintendo that you really like Super Mario RPG Remake a lot, so that they remake Chrono Trigger next.
Please.
Good night, everyone.
Good
night.
night, everyone.